When I was growing up, I felt a lot of pressure to be a certain way, to live a certain life. I felt that I had to follow in my dad's footsteps. I was off to become an AFL player. And, when people would ask me when I was really young, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do? Do you want to be a football player like your dad? I knew the answer that they wanted. They wanted to hear yes. And when I was really young, I would say yes, and it felt true. But as I grew older, more and more, I would get the same question, but when I would answer yes, it would feel like a lie. It would feel not true. There was something inside me that I wasn't allowing myself to listen to. Did I really want that? But I kept going along with it because I didn't want to disappoint my parents. I thought that's what they wanted for me. And so I didn't want to disappoint them. There's a really awesome quote by Charles Cooley, and it says, "I am not what I think I am, and I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am." You might want to go back and re-listen to that. It's really quite powerful. But it's sort of about how we build our lives and our sense of ourselves based on the perspectives of others. And so many of these are just assumed as well. We don't really know what those perspectives are, but we live on the assumption of what we think people think of us. And so this can play into our decision making when we're thinking about what we want and, dealing with our parents' expectations. But we're not an extension of our parents' ambitions, and it's not our job to not disappoint them and to make sure that they look good. A big part of what our parents often want for us is stability and security, particularly financially. And, that's built off love. That's built off them wanting us to have like a stable, secure life. But that love can be restrictive. And, life is so uncertain, and no one can tell you what path is going to lead you in what direction and where you're going to end up at the end of that. Going down a really safe, secure path could be disastrous. It could work out really poorly for you. No one knows that. But we do know that if you spend your whole life not following your own ambitions, your own ideas, impulses, and passions, that somewhere down the line, you're going to be filled with regret and resentment for never really working out what it is that you wanted, for never really understanding who you are. And you don't want that regret and that resentment against other people because you never had the ability to stand up for yourself and say, you know what, no, I don't want that. For so many of us, our biggest fear when we're growing up is to settle, is to just become one of the pack. And we tell ourselves when we get out of high school or uni that I'll get this job and I'll do it for now while I'm working out what I want. But I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do something awesome with my life. But you won't find what you want when you're too busy becoming the person that you think you have to be. And if you never spend the time to explore what you want and looking inside, you'll never find what's right for you. Whatever it is that you end up doing, once there's success and stability, everyone will be happy, most likely. But the road towards those things sometimes doesn't look secure, doesn't look successful. And so that will cause people in your life to worry often. And oftentimes success in these instances is just defined as being able to provide for yourself, because no one wants to raise someone that isn't able to provide for themselves, isn't able to live independently. And I'm not here to talk down traditional paths of, becoming an accountant or a doctor or in finance or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with those things. And, not everyone was designed to be an entrepreneur or an actor or some flashy alternative career choice. And if your parents want you to be a doctor and you're really book smart and you just love science and you love the thought of helping people with their ailments, well then go and be a doctor. That's fantastic. I'm glad that you've found that path for yourself. But if you're doing it because you feel you have to, if each time you talk about it, there's this whisper inside you crying out that something isn't right, but you're refusing to listen to it, that doesn't end well. Because that's based in fear. The fear of not living up to expectations. The fear of letting down other people. Nothing meaningful or fulfilling was ever, built in fear. Your parents do play a really valuable role in your life. They should be building your character, turning you into a person that is respectable, that is capable of making your own decisions and doing your own stuff, but they can't pick your path. And so what should you do if you find yourself in this situation? Figure out who you are and the things you're drawn to. Follow the things that you're inspired by. Follow the things that you look at and you're like, I want to do that. And they may not seem logical. They may not seem like career choices or ways to make money at first. But maybe doing that is teaching you about something about yourself that you can apply to finding something that you love to do for work. Maybe doing that is leading you to the opportunity that leads you to the next door that opens for you to find the job you love. And start journaling as well. Start becoming more self-aware. Who are you underneath all of this? And finally, trust yourself as well, that you have gifts, that you have something to offer, that you are capable of creating a life that you love, because you are, and we all are. But so many of us are stuck in this cycle of self-doubt that we're not capable of doing those things that other people have done because we're not smart enough, or they were born in this situation, or X, Y, and Z. But you can do it. You can. And it doesn't have to be making $1 million. It's just showing up and feeling like you're in alignment and you're doing the things that light you up each day. Because the world is not going to have its problems solved by people that aren't lit up, that aren't doing things they're inspired by. So anyway, that is all I had for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Bit of a motivational, rambly type of video. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one.